Is mechanical progress bringing humanity closer together or pulling us further away from God? We built engines powerful enough to cross continents, machines that harvest entire fields, technology that connects billions of people in seconds. Is this what the human heart searched for? Is this bringing us peace? Maybe, just maybe, the answer is not choosing between faith and progress. Maybe the real question is this: what happens when human advancement is guided by wisdom instead of greed? What happens when invention becomes service? What happens when work becomes worship? Some people speak about technology as if it is the enemy of humanity. But throughout history, human creativity has always reflected something sacred. The ability to build, to design, to improve life is part of being made in the image of God. Noah built an ark. David designed cities. Solomon built temples. Paul used Roman roads to spread the gospel faster across nations. Progress itself is not evil. A plow helps feed families. Medicine heals the sick. Electricity lights homes. Machines reduce suffering and labor. A mother washing clothes by hand for 6 hours a day does not become more holy because life is harder. Tools can become blessings. Technology can create more time for families, creativity, prayer, and service. The problem is not invention. The problem is forgetting why we invent. One of the greatest lies in modern culture is that only glamorous work matters. But heaven sees differently. God sees the unseen worker, the exhausted father, the nurse on the night shift, the farmer before sunrise, the immigrant building a future, the mechanic keeping families safe on the road. The world often celebrates influence, but God honors faithfulness. And honest work done with integrity carries dignity, not because of status, but because serving people matters. A builder creates shelter. A farmer feeds strangers. An engineer solves problems. A business can create opportunity for thousands of lives. When profit becomes the only goal, society becomes cold. But when service leads the mission, work becomes meaningful. Humanity's deepest crisis is not technological, it is spiritual. We have more convenience than previous generations ever imagined, yet many people still feel anxious, lonely, and lost. Why? Because comfort alone cannot satisfy the soul. You can automate tasks, but you cannot automate purpose. You can increase speed, but you cannot manufacture peace. You can create entertainment, but not eternal meaning. That longing inside people, the ache for significance, truth, love, and belonging, points beyond material success. It points toward God. Jesus did not live separated from ordinary life. Before preaching to crowds, he worked with his hands. He understood labor, responsibility, fatigue. But he also taught something modern society forgets. A human being is more than productivity. That is why Jesus invited exhausted people by saying, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Not escape from life, rest within life. Faith does not remove ambition, it purifies ambition. It teaches people to build without becoming consumed by building. To succeed without losing compassion. To create wealth without worshiping wealth. To innovate while remembering humanity. The future will bring greater technology, greater power, greater change, but no machine will ever replace wisdom. No system will ever replace love, and no invention will ever remove humanity's need for God. The world does not only need smarter people, it needs wiser people. People who create without arrogance, lead without corruption, build without destroying others, and succeed without forgetting the soul. Maybe that is why God placed you in this generation, not to fear the future, but to bring light into it. The goal was never to reject progress. The goal is to humanize it, to remember that every tool should serve life, not replace meaning. Because at the end of the day, a civilization is not measured only by what it builds, but by what kind of people it becomes while building it. Use your gifts. Build with wisdom. Walk with God.